Hi, all the signs of the zodiac. I'm Pam, and welcome to your psychic crystal reading for the full moon in Taurus, October 2018. I'm going to look into my crystal and give you messages and predictions from my spirit guides, as I do for the full moons and new moons every month, and I'll give you messages and predictions about what your element can expect to or may experience from the energies of this full moon. The effects can last up until either the new moon in December or the next full moon in December. So you've got about 2 weeks or 4 weeks time period that these predictions will probably be addressing. So I'm going to look into the sign of Earth first. And this will be Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. There's a lot of jumbled up emotions and expectations and feelings going on with the earth signs from the energies of this Taurus full moon. I do feel that some of you earth signs get some kind of divine intervention that comes in and gives you a big whoosh or some kind of big boost or blessing of something to come to fruition and happen for you from this Taurus full moon. Some of you may actually be looking a little different during this full moon period. It may affect you in a sense that maybe your hair is going to be doing weird things like curling when it's usually straight, or you are going to just sometimes, have you ever noticed that? Sometimes people can suddenly look different for some reason and they didn't really do anything. You may just have a different look about you, or maybe your aura is going to be affected and there's a different look. Some of you also may be taking something out of hiding. It could have been something you put away for safekeeping, or it could have been something you were hiding from someone else you didn't want them to see or know about. But I see you taking out of something that's been kept in hiding. Some of the earth signs are going to be a little bit more revealing about themselves and more forthcoming with information. And maybe if they've haven't been sharing a lot with people about what they're like or what they're up to, they may be exposing more of themselves from this Taurus full moon. And I don't mean like flashing exposing. I mean in the sense of, what their feelings are, what their thoughts are, what their opinions are about things. Now, this could have to do with Venus in retrograde, but I'm really hearing it. I'm asking about how the Taurus full moon will affect the earth signs, and I do get that some of you earth signs are going to reunite with an old love. So it could have to do with Venus in retrograde, but I'm asking about the full moon in Taurus. Some of you earth signs are going to receive notification about something, and it could be like some kind of instant payment of some sort or payment of some sort. And I also get the word success connected to it. So those three comments were connected. And I feel like those things happening are going to inspire you to do more of whatever it is, why you got this instant payment or payment of some sort and success. It's going to inspire more of whatever brought that to you in the first place. I feel that some of you earth signs are going to have someone that's going to behave quite gallantly to you and be very demonstrative to you, and a big display of emotions or romanticism is going to come to you from someone else. That applies to some of you earth signs. So now I'm going to look into the elements of water. This would be Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Some of you water signs are going to really feel like you want to go for it and get something happening. Your mojo, your sexual drive and passion may be ignited by this full moon, and you may be like really looking for your partner. And if you are not coupled, you may be like, you know, ready to, if you're single and ready to mingle out there for, you know, romantic conquest, that could be driven up for you. Some of you water signs are going to feel like, look at how much I've done. Look at how much I've achieved. I feel like you're going to be doing some kind of reviewing of your achievements. Some of you water signs are going to be like hobnobbing with some interesting and different people than you normally do, or maybe not even more than you normally would. It could be like involved with a special group, a special, like, they could be an art group, or they could be musicians, or they could be poets, or writers, or publishers, or, you know, people in the film industry, or, you know, like, but I get you rubbing elbows and hobnobbing socially with people with like a specific group. It could even be like a guild of some sort, or an auxiliary, you know, an auxiliary guild, or some kind of club of some sort, or at a seminar or something like that. Some of you water signs are going to be singling out someone where you're going to be like, I want to talk to that person. I want to get their ideas or their opinions about something. Or maybe you're going to be like, ooh, wow, they're hot. I want to go over there and talk to them. Or, you know, wow, they're really intriguing. I want to have a discussion with them. Or it could even be like seeking out a very specific lawyer, accountant, financial advisor, career advisor. It could be even seeking out somebody very specifically connected to something, and you feel like they're going to be the golden ticket for you, or give you some really good insights, knowledge, and advice. Some of you water signs are going to have the blessing of a new relationship forming and a bond and a new relationship forming. This could be with a child gets born into your family. It could be even adopting a new pet, and that could be the bond. But it could also be a love relationship, a friend. It doesn't matter, but you've got some bond that's going to develop and form. And I feel like it's a long-term bond, not just a short-term thing. Some of you water signs are going to have some new digs, a new home, a new place to call home. Or if you're not moving and going to a new place, you could be making your home new. You could be painting the walls different colors, or, you know, getting rid of furniture, getting new furniture, that kind of thing. But that comes up for some of you water signs. Some of you water signs are your blessing is that you're going to receive a lot of attention. And I mean this in the sense like, it comes up to me. I feel like they're talking about like, ooh, look at them. They're cute. They're good looking, or they're interesting and they're captivating. But for some of you, it could be attracting a lot of attention for if you are on YouTube, or you're putting something out there to the world for people to notice and respond to and give you positive feedback. So now I'm going to look into the element of fire. This would be Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Some of you fire signs may be really focused on wanting to have more time to yourselves. This full moon in Taurus may make you feel like you want to lie in a hammock and read a book, or, you know, go on a nice, crisp fall, autumn walk through the woods, but by yourself, or read a book, you know, sit in a nice, comfortable lounge chair and read a good book, or watch a movie by yourself. Some of you want that time to yourselves. Some of you fire signs may find this a little bit of a challenging full moon. And I get that you may feel like I have to get clear and figure out my next move. And the move could be like, job move, relationship move, home move. It's going to be different for all of you, but it's like you're going to want to figure out, like, whatever path you're looking down, you're going to be trying to figure out what your next move is. Some of you fire signs are going to have some super interesting conversations with people from this effects of this full moon. Some of you fire signs are going to feel like you're interested in getting out and about and meeting up with new people, or just socializing in general. But it does come up like some of you are going to feel like, I'd like to, get together with like-minded people and either socialize or go to some kind of classes or doing things that are interesting. Like I see you going to museums or to the theater or out in concerts, comedy club shows. Some of you fire signs may have the blessing of getting singled out in some way for some kind of promotion or a raise, or both. It could be a promotion and a raise, or just the raise by itself. Some of you fire signs, there could be some engagement opportunity that'll pop up, and somebody may be popping the question. You could be doing it, or somebody could be proposing to you. Some of you I see finalizing some plan or finalizing some paperwork or some deal that stops something from happening, which may sound weird. Maybe it is going to make something happen, but it feels like it's some kind of arrangement or something that you put into play that stops something. But it's like you want this to stop. It's not something you want to keep going. That's how I'm hearing it. Make sure you hold fast and stand firm on your positions about things. If you get into discussions with people or arguments or whatever, or you get questioned about anything, make sure you stand firm in your position, what you believe. Be forewarned, because for some of you, exaggerations are likely. So you may have, if you have kids or coworkers or other people here, they may be exaggerating when they're telling you things for some reason. So now on to the air signs. Some of you air signs are going to feel like you want more out of life. Like I see you really trying to get the most out of situations. You want your love life to be more improved, your work life or business to be more improved, your health to be more improved. Some of you are going to have the energy of like, stop, start, and you can't stand it. There's something, maybe some project you're working on, some business you're working on, something else, a diet, I don't know, but I get this stop, start energy, and I feel like it's really going to be getting on your nerves. Some of you are going to find yourself in the position of being a leader of something. You could be a leader of a talk, a leader of a program that's going to go on, a leader in some show that you have to put on or perform in some way. You will be the leader in some form. This is not funny, I'm sorry. But it's funny to me because I'm an air sign. Some of you have to be careful because you may find yourself tripping over things. Even like, have you ever heard like there could be a pin on the floor or a paper clip and you could trip over it? Like, I'm exaggerating, but you may find that is happening. You may be a little more clumsy or tripping, so be careful. Some of you are going to have some like positive recognition. Somebody's going to come in and say something to you in a positive way or give you some kind of positive feedback or recognition in some way. Some of you from this full moon in Taurus are going to be reviewing a lot of paperwork, documents or paperwork of some sort, or papers in general, and you may have some kind of travel that's going to come up during this time. Some of you are going to be getting things together to donate. Could be to Veterans Association or homeless shelters or something like that, because I see you gathering up things and putting them in boxes and donating them for some of you. One thing you need to be careful of is don't reach too far for stuff during this period. Like, take it easy, slow down. Don't feel like pressured, like you have to like go for the gold. I'm not saying don't go for the gold, but I don't know that this period of time for 2 weeks or a 4-week period, either way, you might want to like take a chill and just don't be reaching too strongly. Another thing you need to do is have all your ducks in a row, get everything in order, because if somebody does a surprise inspection or your boss suddenly wants to have a little meeting with you, you've got everything all in alignment. And remember, I said this because something could come up you're not expecting, and you're like prepared. That's what you want to feel, prepared. And the other thing you need to be cautious of is somebody is insisting that you do something and pressuring you to do something. Don't say no right away, and don't say yes right away either. Say, I'll have to get back to you, because whatever the answer is that you're going to give, later on you're going to wish you didn't give that answer. So if somebody unexpectedly comes up and tries to pressure you or wants an answer from you about something, just keep that phrase in mind, I'll have to get back to you. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. I want to thank you so much for watching, sharing, and liking my videos. Thank you for subscribing and for Google Plusing. I do truly appreciate that. And please be sure to subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And it does help support this channel. So thank you so much for that. And if you're interested in getting the special videos I recorded for this month of October, first of all, we can start off with the psychic crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac. So you would get more specific details for your sign specifically when I look into the crystal and give you predictions and messages from my spirit guides. That link is below this video, and it will take you to Vimeo, and those videos are available for download and purchase. The second videos that are special for this month are my Venus in retrograde psychic tarot readings, where I pulled 2 cards from the Aquarian tarot deck. 3 cards. I pulled 3 cards using the Aquarian tarot deck for each sign of the zodiac. The first card is going to tell you what you're struggling with in Venus in retrograde. The second card is going to tell you what you're clearing out, or how you're clearing out what's going on in Venus in retrograde. And the third card is going to be how you're moving forward after Venus goes direct, and also after the shadow period, because the shadow period I think is about a month after it goes direct. So this would apply from like mid-December onward. So those videos are available on my Vimeo on-demand channel, and you can access them by clicking on the other link below. And the third video series that I did for the middle of the month of October is the spirit animal messages and gemstone crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac, where I pulled 2 cards from the Stephen Farmer messages from your animal spirit guides oracle cards, and pulled a gemstone crystal from my purple velvet bag of gemstones. I have a whole bag of a lot of different gemstones in there. I reach in the bag, when the one jumps into my hand, that's for your sign, I psychically read the stone, and I'm going to read to you specific details that have been researched and written about the energetic properties of the stone. And whatever I pick up psychically is going to be telling you why this stone would be good for you to carry it, sleep with it under your pillow, carry it in your pocket, keep it in your purse, put it on your chakras, do meditations with it, but I do give predictions and messages along in that reading. Those readings are a little more spiritual, but there is still predictions and messages in there as well, beyond the spiritual, because I know some people don't care that much about spiritual, though we all should. But anyway, those are available by clicking on the other link below this video. And all these videos are available on my website, www.theluckymermaid.com. Click on the videos tab on my menu, and there you'll see these are going to be the 3 first video series listed on that page. You just go to the heading of the video series you want, click on your zodiac sign, and it's going to take you to that video on Vimeo. So I hope you have outstanding blessings from this full moon in Taurus, and know that I wish you all many blessings and peace.